What is up, my dudes? As you've probably figured out by now, I am coming to you live from my dining room, highly congested and full of Miss Rona. It's fun. First and foremost, sorry I can't be there to kick off the semester. I am so looking forward to this class, and I hope that you all are as well. I have some pretty exciting stuff planned. I will get into really the housekeeping things and the nitty gritty upon my return, which will be on Monday. So you only have to navigate things on your own for the next 3 days with the help of the instructions that I've left for your sub. If you're seeing this video, obviously it shows that you have done step numero uno on getting logged into our Google Classroom successfully, where you will see all the fun things I have planned for you over the next couple of days. So let's go ahead and take a little look-see there first and foremost. So here is what you should see. The things that are grayed out have not hit your inbox just yet, but we're going to go over them so we're all on the same page. Right now, you are on Wednesday, part 1, this Who Tells Your Story Google slide. This is where this video should have appeared, but obviously I'm doing this before I posted the video to the Google slide. So, most important, I have some really awesome things lined up for this semester. You need to mark these dates in your calendars because these are shows that we are going to physically go and see. Obviously, Arsenic and Old Lace is our very own. You are required to see that if you're not involved in some capacity. But the important ones that are not school related, not school functions, Roxy's is putting on the color purple for Black History Month in February, which we're going to go see. Super excited about that. And then also we're going to try and go see Rent at the Crown Uptown on May 1st, which will be super crazy because we obviously have Spitfire Grill like that very next week. But we're going to make it happen because I am committing to getting you guys out there to see shows, getting you guys out there to experience live theater, but most importantly also networking you through the community because these are all local, super stellar theaters right in your backyard. And so I want to get you guys out there, all of which will be paid for. Don't worry about cost. You just have to make yourself available for the day. I will pay for everything other than food on my end. So in this as well, you'll see this Who Tells Your Story. So obviously, you know, Drama 1, we did pretty heavily Musical of the Week. We're not going to do that this round because you guys are going to be exposed to so many different types and styles of theater that I don't want to start each class with a traditional Musical of the Week. I contemplated it for a very long time and decided not to. Instead, we're going to be doing at the beginning of the class on Mondays, I'm calling it our Motivational Monday, which is titled Who Tells Your Story? This one, obviously, the question that you should be asking yourself is, what is something I like about myself that I wish other people noticed? And then there's instructions, obviously, in the Google Classroom on how to complete that and where to post all of that under Who Tells Your Story? Yay, right? Please, above all things, know this class is going to be very intense when it is in relation to your reflection and analysis and writing of theater, because we obviously can't jam-pack a bunch of practical application into the class, and a lot of, as I've shared with most of you, and you should know me by now well enough to know, reflection is an actor's greatest tool. Reflection is an artist's greatest tool. It is not singular to theater. So there's going to be a lot of that in this class. Please prepare yourselves for that now. It should be pretty painless because you're writing about things that you find passionate and that you notice. It's not always something that I'm asking you to speak on. But when you're writing these things, make sure that you are writing in complete sentences, whole paragraphs, good grammar, no slang. Make it actual formal, okay? So that's part 1 for today. Part 2 is also listed here. You're going to watch this cool little video. It's a TED Talk on not striving to be famous, but striving to be successful or talented. And then you're going to do a cool little vision board that I want you guys to think about and create. Does not have to be related to theater. Okay, I realize some of you, theater is a hobby for you. Theater is something that you like to do for funsies. It does not have to be surrounding theater. Include all kinds of fun dreams and aspirations you have either for this semester, this year, high school, college, life beyond, whatever that may be. Include that. This is for you to start getting those artistic and creative juices flowing, because I promise you, you're going to use them in this class. That's pretty much it for today. This should be viewed for the first time on Wednesday, the 5th. For the following 2 days, Thursday and Friday, which you don't have access to just yet, okay, there is going to be something posted in relation to what I'm calling your production portfolio project, your PPP, which is our semester-long project that we're going to work on. Please notice your course syllabus is posted down here, your Drama 2 syllabus right there. We will go over all the fine details when I return, just because you know I'm very anal in wanting to make sure that things are understood and ringing home. So we will definitely go through this, don't worry. But pay attention to what I have outlined in your grading scale. Your projects is the design portfolio, your PPP. You're also going to do a playwright composer presentation this semester. Weekly assignments, it's not broken down by week, but it is going to be, you are required to attend 5 productions, 4 of which I give you: Spitfire, Arsenic and Old Lace, The Color Purple, and then Rent. You have to see a 5th one on your own time, and you will write a reflection paper on each. And then we're also going to do 4 different show studies throughout the semester as well. Participation, as always, you are required to audition for Spitfire Grill, and that is listed in here for February 21st and 22nd. Make sure you mark that in your calendar, because you have to come after school to audition. And then your final, which is not going to be a formal final because we have so many presentations, you will just present, and then we will have a post-mortem discussion / goodbye seniors. You will see the weekly breakdown on when, you will see the weekly breakdown on what we're going to kind of be covering when. You'll notice these first couple of weeks is set building. We desperately need the time to get the set done for Arsenic and Old Lace because it is so massive and such a crunch time. So you will get some hands-on things with that. Week 4, we start looking at acting techniques, character study, we do movement, show study. That is when that entire week, all we will be doing is watching a performance of that show and analyzing it as artists. You will pick a different aspect to analyze for each one. So like this one is for falsettos. Maybe for falsettos you want to look at acting. So the whole paper will be about falsettos and acting. Character study, I put on which week and day the shows and auditions are. They are highlighted. Our second show study will be over the Woodsman. We are going to do a fun Shakespeare unit before, fingers crossed. Most of us will be going to London still. I have yet to hear otherwise on that. More character study. We will have a dance unit. If you notice, there is a tap dance unit. Do not worry, you do not have to purchase tap shoes unless you wish to purchase tap shoes, which if you plan to do this outside of high school, I would highly encourage you to purchase tap shoes. We can talk about that more. Show study, A Streetcar Named Desire. Your playwright composer presentations are probably going to be moved to week 14. I didn't think that through. Final show study, 42nd Street, and then portfolio presentations. Please note, this is going to be a very intensive class in that you have to self-regulate your own work and how you are paying attention to that. When you see on Thursday, your production portfolio presentation will become available for you. Please note, the videos in here are to give you a frame of reference on what exactly you're looking at, not a true fast end-all be-all, this is what I want from you, okay? So basically, this whole semester, the big project you're going to work on is your production portfolio project of your choosing. You get to pick either a design or performance track. The objective is to design and perform a piece from a stage play or musical in your own artistic way. This will consist of multiple components to showcase and research the execution of your project. Let me show you what you're looking at here. So, if you go to present, which I can't do in my screencast, it'll pull it up. You'll come to here. There are 3 steps: exploring, picking your show, and choosing what to pull from that show. You then get to click on each individual track, which will bring you to a respective page that gives you the 3 options per track. Design is set, hair, makeup, and costume, and perform is directing, choreography, or acting and singing. So for instance, set design, say you went to the set design page, it gives you a 20-minute video over working in the theater and scenic design. In this track, you will design the set for an entire production from the ground up, focusing on the physical environment of the show. It has to include in your project a budget sheet on what it's going to cost you, visual examples, and extensive research, which we'll get into how to do that, and then a fully realized design, however that looks for you. Maybe it's a digital Sims layout. Maybe you make an actual scale model. I don't care. I just want to see it. And then likewise in the perform aspect, if you were to go to perform, but then choose maybe you wanted to do the acting and singing, you get to watch this nice little TED Talk on what it means to be an actor. And then you get to do a couple of different things for this track, which is character notes and a reflection paper on whatever show and character you choose from that show. Character arc, dramatic structure, all good stuff. Visual examples and research, again, extensive research on your character. And then your final culmination of the project would be an audition or performance reel consisting of 2 contrasting songs actually sang, and then 1 scene. It can be a monologue of comparable time or a duet with another person in the class. Please note, so if you go to, finally you pick your track and you go to step 2, you are going to pick a show. There's a couple of different things you have to pay attention to when picking your show. They're listed there. I won't go through them. You're capable of following directions. However, please pay attention to the part at the bottom where it says teamwork is very much encouraged. However, if you decide to do the same show or team up with a friend, you must do comparable work for both students' tracks. Not one will count for both students' grades. So, for instance, say Hudson and Addie decide to do, West Side Story. Hudson is wanting to direct, Addie is wanting to choreograph. You can't pick the same scene, but you can work on it together and you can help each other execute it. But you have to do comparable work for both students. After you've chosen your show, you then get to pick your final step, which is choosing what is coming from that show that you're going to produce. And then most importantly, this will pop up under production portfolio assignment, your project proposal. And this is going to be the stickiest one that you guys are probably the most unfamiliar with, where you physically write me up a proposal. All the highlighted portions you should replace with your own information. An abstract, track selection, slow selection, materials, tools. This is a master's level tool that you use to propose a thesis. So we're going to use it to propose a project because I think it's a really useful tool. And it says what you should put in each section, so I kind of walk you through it. I don't expect full APA or MLA formatting. I'm obviously not an English teacher, but I do expect you guys to give it your best shot. So I think that covers everything. Definitely feel free to reach out to me with any questions via email. I'm happy to answer before I return, but this is just used to get you guys thinking and sort of in a right direction on something that will be productive for the rest of the semester. You don't have to have all the answers. Please don't feel like you have to have your show designed by the time I return. You might not even have your show picked by the time I return. You'll notice my due dates for like your proposal is like 2 weeks out. So don't feel the pressure yet. I look forward to working with you guys. And as always, if you have any questions, you know how to contact me. Have fun the next couple of days. And I look forward to getting back and hearing what everyone has planned. Have a good week, guys.